So, hello to everyone who may be listening to this commentary as of right now. You have clearly never heard my voice before, as I am brand new to the Volt Clan channel, or by some miracle you are subscribed to my channel. My name is Volt Evil, and I would like to thank Ethan Unfathomable for messaging me on Twitter, looking at my RC response challenge, whatever you want to call it, and inviting me to the clan because apparently he thinks I'm a good enough commentator. So you know what? Why the hell not? I've been in the business for a little while now. Well, not a little while. It's been quite a while, and I've been through 3 different clans, all of which were great, 2 of which, one went dead, one got hacked, and the other one I was just in, but I left because I got invited to Volt, so thank you to Ethan. This gameplay is by Volt Allergic. I'm not sure why he named himself that. I don't know if he needs to carry an EpiPen in his pocket wherever he goes because he has a lot of allergies to something, or maybe people are just allergic to him because he's a Black Ops 2 god. Triple nuclear, you know, that's something I'd be able to pull off a lot. I'm hoping the Advanced War Nuclear might have something like you get a 55 gun, or get like a 30 gun streak, 25 gun streak, something along those lines. Will be able to pull that off, but that's not what the commentary is going to be about today. So there are a lot of kids that will go into comment sections who are 12, 13, I know 15-year-olds who do this, which is a little pathetic, me being a 14-year-old and a freshman in high school. Oh, by the way, I'm probably the only prepubescent, or pubescent, I wouldn't say prepubescent because I'm going through puberty as of right now, in the commentator section of the Volt clan. So, you know, it's kind of a privilege for me to be here, so thank you to all of you. YouTubers are not celebrities. I mean, they're definitely famous to an extent. If I saw PewDiePie, I would probably shit myself, despite the fact I'm not a PewDiePie fan. He's PewDiePie though. Come on, most subscribed dude on YouTube, you gotta make a point of, you know, going up to him and getting a picture with him, taking a selfie, posting it on Instagram, seeing what people like it. You get the point, but we need to not worship them as they are not gods. We are our own people. They are people too. Actors are people. They may be famous for doing something that they're absolutely phenomenal at, making people laugh, cry, keeping them entertained, and that is what actors do. That is what YouTubers do. YouTubers are just voice actors, or they play games. I myself do voice acting. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. It is not acting, but I am doing a commentary on a channel over a gameplay. It's like a movie to an extent, a different style of movie by many different means, but it's a movie nonetheless. YouTubers are not gods though. They are people. We need to keep that in mind. Stop worshiping them. I seriously went into a TMartin video and typed nerd as a joke because I've seen other YouTubers do this and I wanted to see what would happen. I got 372 replies calling me an asshole and stuff along those lines, and I burst out laughing. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that kids would go to the extent of freaking out over frickin' me calling TMartin a nerd. And you know what? TMartin overhypes gameplays. He lies about crap. The most viewed uploads on his channel are game trailers that he just recorded and re-uploaded, which, you know, is rather pathetic in my opinion. What he does is, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I have nothing against him as a person, but what he posts on his channel is not something I'm a giant fan of personally. I try to talk about stuff more relevant to the world in the way that I am, being down to earth in a sense. There are commentators, Carnage T-Bets, the Sneeko, Eddie the Chump, all people along those lines, Frito especially. Those are guys that all talk about stuff that is relevant in the world today, as opposed to talking about Advanced Warfare. And there are plenty of other commentators, but those are my personal favorites that I really like watching. And they talk about stuff that's relevant, and that's what I try and talk about as well. You know, 10 points to me for originality factor. If you couldn't tell, that was me being absolutely sarcastic. But what I'm trying to say is, as arrogant as this may sound, we need to look at people as if they're people. They may have amazing ideas or thoughts, and we need to tell them that, but they are people as well. So to fanboy to such an extent where we're not able to recognize them as people, but just as someone famous, is kind of, you know, pathetic, really. You know, there's not a whole bunch of differences between another huge YouTuber and I. For example, PewDiePie and I, we both make YouTube videos, we're both commentators, we both play video games, we both post them on YouTube, we both, well, okay, I don't have a lot of subscribers to the extent of 34 million, something like that. Maybe he has 40, 50 million now, who knows. But my point being, I have similarities to PewDiePie. I am a male as well. I happen to work out. I don't know if PewDiePie works out, but I have a gaming headset that I wear. I have an Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. He probably has something better than Razer Death Adder. No, that's a keyboard. I don't know. You guys get the point. Megalodons. There's a Razer headset. But my point being, there is not an extreme difference between PewDiePie and I because we're somewhat the same to each other, or somewhat similar, because we're both people. We both like doing similar activities. You know, I'm not sure if PewDiePie plays football or soccer or baseball, but, you know, that is something I do, and PewDiePie has his own things that he does, but we need to stop looking at them as someone that they are not. They are a normal human being, just like us, and if we see them as anything else, then that's just us overhyping things. I'm pretty sure there is some cult of people somewhere that worships Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp, that for being Johnny Depp, because he can act to the extent that he does, or Brad Pitt. And you know, that's a skill that they have, and they definitely probably, well, okay, I'm not positive on this. I'm guessing that they went to school or had some sort of training to put them to the skill level that they're at of acting. Because if that comes naturally to you, then you really have a talent. But what I'm trying to say is that they are all people just like us, and we need to stop looking at them as someone else when they are in reality someone who is a person, who has a family, who makes money doing a job that they like to do for others to benefit off of. And everyone's job benefits someone else in some way or another. Brad Pitt, phenomenal actor. He acts, he makes movies, he keeps people entertained. My mom's boyfriend is a computer coder for Microsoft and helps write software. And you know what he does? He writes programs for people to use on their computers. He helped write Microsoft Word, 2007, not 2010. That stuff was crap. Or no, 2013, my apologies. He helped write 2007 and 2010. And he put a lot of the improvements into it, and he is now developing Halo 5. He gives us entertainment and work abilities, that stuff we would not be able to do without others. My mom is a nurse midwife. She helps women deliver babies to the safest extent possible, and by doing that, what she does is makes it possible for women to be safe while giving birth. And you know, they didn't have that luxury back in the day, and they were nurses were prosecuted as witches and then burned at the stake. Yo, you know, that's not the best, how do I put it, analogy. But my point being is that everyone has a job, and we are all people, and we're all doing it for one reason or another. Now, some people might be extremely overpaid, cough cough, actors. That's another commentary for another time though, so I don't really have a lot of time left, and surprisingly enough, I managed to ramble for 8 minutes about something, well, closing in on 9 minutes now, and I'm not too sure, but really, please, guys, you know, as cocky as this may sound, I love doing what I do, and we are not so different from these YouTubers. Anyways, if you did enjoy, go hit that subscribe button, not only to Volts, and this is going to sound really generic, and I'm going to try to do it differently, but if you did enjoy the gameplay, subscribe to Allergic, subscribe to me, my name is Evil, and most of all, subscribe to Volt, because we are, well, electric, that's all. Before I go, I want to leave you guys with one question to think about. Think about someone that you are very similar to in different ways that is famous, and leave a comment saying what that might be and who that person is and what your relevance to that person might be. Not relativeness. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think of a good word. Maybe I'll just make something up, but you guys get my idea. Oh, I'd say let's hit 100 likes for my first commentary. Now I'm really gonna go now. Goodbye.